Welcome to the Emerald Gem. My name is Sean from Balcony Bridge. I'm here with my new friend Megan from Instant Crush.
Hello.
Dude, I remember once upon a time. Okay, so the first time that we met, I don't know if you remember, Balcony Bridge was a brand new band, and we played together at the Pink Castle.
I know this night.
And I remember I couldn't resist, but whatever. I was being a douchebag, and I was like, after you guys played, I was like, oh my gosh, I have an instant crush on you guys. And you're like, oh, do you? I was like, oh,
To be fair, I was very drunk that night. I will not lie. Every house shows are like hit and miss, but
yeah,
that's my favorite joke.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I felt like a douchebag, but I just had to because it was so true. Like all of you were like so cute up there, and I was like, oh my God, I'm crushing on this band. And the music was good too. So
I love it.
It was a good recipe for crushing.
I don't remember much of that night, if I'm going to be honest. That was
I do remember Julian was like, dude, the lead singer for Instant Crush also drinks Monster.
I'm more of a Celsius gal now. I like kind of switch.
No way. Okay, wait, do they put alcohol in Celsius?
No, but I do sometimes. They don't, but.
What do you throw in there, like gin or vodka?
Usually vodka.
Vodka? Yeah, dude.
Or
I used to
the
do that
powdered ones.
Wait, what?
Somebody taught me this once. If you get a White Claw and they sell powdered Celsius, you can just like mix it into your drink. If you're feeling real crazy, sometimes I do.
That's interesting, yeah. Like a caffeine pill or something like that?
Yeah.
It's like a little powder. Okay, gotcha.
It's kind of fun.
That's cool. Shit, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, dude, I just put vodka in my White Claws.
No, I do too.
Yeah.
On occasion.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times for sure. Okay, so if I want to say that you guys, Instant Crush, started around the same time Balcony Bridge was like 2021.
Yeah, I think we first started officially playing shows at Sound Off in April 2021. That was like our first time.
Yeah. How was that? Was that a good experience?
Yeah, I thought it was super fun. We did it twice. So the first time was during COVID times, and that one was very interesting. It was weird just performing the same songs like 5 times in a row, and then they just take they like the best.
Was it like remote or something like
that? They filmed it on set at the Mopop, but it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Just because I hadn't played live before, so it was just so weird. That was like my first experience, and they just filmed these 2 songs that we did over and over.
Dude, you're on a rocket ship right now. Seriously? That was your first time performing live?
It was so scary, but it was fun.
Because I think what I just read from your Spotify bio is that this started as like a bedroom jam project, or like you were making music in your bedroom and you're like, okay, I want to make music with people. Yeah.
So most of our early stuff was just things that I wrote in my bedroom. I want to say our first 3 or 4 releases, some of them I started self-producing, and then we just kind of put them out a little bit later once a full band was there.
Okay.
But yeah, all the stuff that I wrote for Sound Off, I just kind of sent it in one day and I was like, well, if something happens, I'll put a band together.
Hell yeah.
And then it did. So I did.
What was your bedroom setup back then?
I think I was just using the Focusrite Scarlett, and I had a SM7B also.
Ooh,
and then
that's what this is.
yes. I also, it was just a lot of MIDI production. I think I got a little bit crazier the more I got into producing, and I got more analog synth stuff. But for the beginning, it was just all programming in Logic.
Okay, badass.
Yeah.
Was the first song that you guys released, Will I Always Feel This Way? Mm-hmm. Damn, that song is so cool, and I love the music video, too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That was a crazy experience filming that one, too. Just, like, being on the roof was scary.
Yeah. Yeah, super relatable, though. You know, like, whenever you're going through a breakup or something like that, you're like, is this ever going to go away?
Yeah. I remember that one. I was going to beauty school at the time, which is, I hated it. But it was kind of centered around that, and it was just like COVID times. That was very much a COVID song, and I was like, everything sucks all the time.
Yeah, that was a very weird time.
Yeah.
I've definitely buried it.
I was thinking about it earlier, and I was like, damn, that was crazy for a minute.
Yeah. It's strange. Actually, I was just talking to somebody the other day about the start of COVID, because it was like 4 years ago this month that everything shut down.
Yeah, that's
right?
wild.
I think it was March 15th. Remember, March 15th.
Oh my God, that's like, almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Now. 3 days?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 4 years this week. Fucking crazy, dude. I've been having all these moments because I was talking to a friend and I had gotten a concussion snowboarding.
Oh my God.
And then, like 3 weeks later, the world ended.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I slipped into a fucking nightmare after I fucking damaged my brain.
Dude, that's crazy.
It was crazy, yeah. Like just not being able to do anything, and then also like the world going through this permanent change or whatever, the fucking apocalypse, basically. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. But what else were we talking about? 4 years ago. Oh yeah. I remember there was this restaurant in Fremont called Kin Land, and my roommate was like, "Oh, there's this new restaurant that just opened up. You guys want to go to it?" And I'm like, "Holy fuck, that was 4 years ago."
That's crazy.
You know, like time just flies.
That does not feel like 4 years ago. Like the longer that I think about it, that's actually kind of insane. I was
Yeah.
like, I think I just got done with like the theory portion of beauty school or whatever, and I was like, oh, time to go take clients, and everything shut down. And I was like, well, guess not.
I guess I'll just make music and then pursue this.
Yeah, because that was like my initial goal. The beauty school thing was just like, gotta go do something after high school. So that's what I did.
Yeah,
But,
I feel that.
yeah.
So when did you start playing music? Like, you just pick up a guitar one day or something?
I think I started learning guitar and bass. The first thing I ever did was take bass lessons when I was in like 8th grade.
Okay,
so
badass.
13? Because I
Yeah.
thought Pete Wentz was badass as fuck.
Oh, dude, yeah, yeah. I was a huge fan of Fall Out Boy, and
Yeah.
Pete Wentz was a hero of mine.
And I was like, I want to be him.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I wanted to be a bass player so bad. I was very like shy and reserved, so I think that just kind of like spoke to me a little bit more at the
Gotcha.
time.
Yeah.
So I just took bass lessons for like a year, and then I got kind of bored of it. So then I was like, I should learn guitar
Yes.
and like maybe write songs.
Yeah.
I didn't start performing until like open mics when I was 15 or 16.
Okay, that's pretty impressive, though.
Thank you. I remember I like sobbed my first open mic because I was so scared. I like hated performing in front of people for so long.
Where was it?
It was at some place in Tacoma. I think it was called the Old Town Coffee Company.
Okay.
They aren't open anymore. I think it changed into a different coffee shop. But at the
Gotcha.
time, that was so terrifying. I
Yeah.
covered Radiohead.
What song?
High and Dry.
Oh my god, I love that song. That's in
It's
my
such a
shower
good
cry song playlist.
No, it's like a song that you cry to in general. Like it's so sad.
Yeah.
And then like I was just freaking out. I was like, I can't sing in front of people. And then I just cried.
But then you did it, and now you're singing in front of people on like the biggest stages.
Yeah. I like think about that sometimes. I'm like, that's so crazy that I actually can't perform in front of people just because I used to be so shy and reserved for so long.
Mm-hmm. And then you just did it, and then I guess that the
Yeah.
more you did it, the easier it got.
It's like exposure therapy. Where I'm just
Exposure
like,
therapy,
gotta keep
yes.
doing it. I like kept forcing myself because it was like, I want to do it more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think working retail, oddly enough, helped me
Yeah.
become a better performer.
No, yeah, service industry jobs definitely can help with like just talking and being comfortable in front of people for sure.
Yeah.
What about now? Do you have a job now?
Right now, I used to work for Topo Chico.
Oh, that's right.
In the middle between jobs, I have a audition for a job next week
Okay.
where I might start DJing emo nights and like
Oh, no
the
shit.
disco nights at the Crocodile.
Oh, that sounds badass.
I'm very nervous for it because I don't know my audition's like with disco music, and I don't know that well.
Okay.
So fingers crossed it goes well. We'll see.
Dude, disco music's fun.
Yeah, I've been studying. I'm like listening to Funky Town. I'm like, I got this.
Okay, cool.
Should be
Yeah,
fun.
the emo nights are fun. They just had one at Numos the other night, and it was sold out. And I'm like, I kind of peeked my head in there because I saw my friend Liv play at Barboza, and I just peeked my head in at Numos. I'm like, damn, yeah, they're going fucking crazy in there.
Dude, yeah, they're just like playing old emo songs, and I was like, that would be so fun to work. I was like, I wonder how you can do it. So I was just like looking through applications, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, well, hell yeah.
So
Well, best of
see.
luck to you because that would be a pretty killer job.
Thank you. Fingers crossed it goes well. We'll
Yeah.
see.
So, whenever you first started Instant Crush and you were getting people together to play songs, did you have like a vision in mind for what you wanted, or is it just I just want to play music with friends?
I definitely knew I wanted to play music with friends. I just didn't know who it was yet because I didn't know a lot of musicians. So then I like kind of started reaching out to mutual friends, being like, do you know anybody who does this? And I was looking like very in a particular way for like the same influence as me, not like directly, but I wanted them to like that same lane of music.
Yeah.
Because I love the Strokes, like Block Party, Paramore, like all that kind of stuff growing
Fuck
up.
yeah.
So I was like, if the other people like that, I'm like, that's good enough for me. And like Keegan and Zoe, they both love the Strokes, and like Matthew loves Paramore. So it all worked out really well.
Yeah.
That was kind of the main thing.
Yeah, Matt, I respect Matt a lot. I haven't really met him or talked to him, but just watching him play, I'm like, damn, that guy can fucking play drums, dude.
Dude, yeah, and his other band, Public Theater, I grew up being such a big fan of them, and they were like one of the local bands that I really looked up to, and I
Oh,
was
really?
like, that'd be sick.
Dang,
Because they
are they
weren't doing
older,
anything
or-
at the time.
Oh,
So I
okay.
was like, hey, what if and then he joined.
Mhm.
So that was sick. But yeah, I think I saw him live when I was like 17 or 18. So they've been around since 2018.
Okay, cool.
They're cool.
Yeah, yeah, they seem to be doing it pretty well and staying busy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've got like a good following on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I was listening to all your music today on Spotify and I noticed that you've released 11 songs basically since 2021.
Yeah.
So it's like you've kind of released an album over the course of like 2-3 years, something like that. Is that how you intended it? Like you'll just do like one single at a time, or is that just how it worked out?
It's just kind of how it worked out and the timing. I always wanted to put out an EP, but I didn't feel like I had the right collection of songs.
Gotcha.
I really like things to be themed, not necessarily in a concept way, but it felt like the songs were a little too scattered to fully do that. So
Right.
it's kind of just experimenting with sound until we really solidified and found what we like to do.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And that seems like a good approach for like a new group getting together, because
Yeah.
what we did is we just went into the studio and recorded all the songs that we were playing. So when you listen to our album, like it goes like all over the place, like different things, you know? So you can't really say that we're a punk band or that we're an alternative band or a blues band, because we just jump all over the place. And I don't know, we're in our third year now and we're still like that. Like all of our
Yeah.
songs jump all over the place. So I don't know if we'll like nail down like a particular song and go in like a particular direction. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. But I was talking to a friend of mine about that, because he's like, oh, it's going to be harder for you guys to like pinpoint an audience if they listen to one song and they like it, but then they go to the rest of your discography and it's like a bunch of different stuff.
I think about that a lot too. I think we've had that problem, especially between like the whole pop punk indie thing for a
Yeah.
while. I'm like, I don't know. Some people will like it, some people won't. And I feel like we still, like I mentioned having a cohesive sound, we still ride that line like straight down. I'm like, I don't know where we fit in. But I
Yeah.
think that's fun. Like you can appeal to so many more people that
Exactly.
way when you're all over.
And to be honest, like when I listen to your music, like it does, I think, have like a similar like theme, you know, and I think there's a certain energy to it. So when I listen to it, it's like this up energy, you know, and it sounds good. And I think that I would say like I think that you're more in like a closer cohesive sound than we are.
You guys put on such a great live show though. From what
And
I
so
went
do
to
you
the
guys,
thank
yeah.
you. I feel like having a more spread out sound makes for a more interesting live show, because then you can just like kind of take your audience through a journey as opposed to just like the same thing back to back to back.
Yeah. I think back to that Pink Castle show and I was like, yeah, that was pretty powerful. Like both of us playing together. I remember being like upstairs in like the little loading area where they had like all the gear.
Yeah.
And I could tell Jack was so fucking nervous. And then because you guys just like crushed it, you know,
Oh
like
my
you
gosh,
guys played
thank
so
you.
well. And then it was our like first real show in the sense we got a date and we were planning for the show for like a few months. So there was like some nervous energy there, but then to see you guys just like blow it out of the park or whatever, and then we had to follow that, it was like, whoa. So there was like a little level of like being intimidated to follow you guys after
Oh my
that.
gosh.
And I remember that too, and I was like, fucking man, let's just go up there.
I know
do
that
our
feeling
thing.
all too well, because sometimes I see somebody so incredible. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I don't know if I can ever sing again. I'm like, straight up, not today. Like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
And I don't think that feeling goes away. That's what we've been doing like first for a lot of these shows that are coming up. And it's nice playing first of three, because I'm like, I don't get scared yet.
Yeah.
I just gotta go out there, do my thing, and then I can go hide away.
The best spot is definitely the middle spot.
It is the best spot, I feel like, but
I like it.
I've kind of been vibing with the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it because like you don't have to play right away and you can kind of like sink into the night, and then you get to play and then you get to hang out after, and there's
That's
still
the best
music
part.
happening. Because what sucks about playing last is you play and you have this amazing time, and then people just scatter and then they just
Yeah.
leave, or like the venue shoos everybody out. So you have like this awesome time, and then all of a sudden it's an empty room and you feel hollow, you know, like you
No,
feel
for
used.
real. Like a couple of times when that's happened, Zoe's just like, it can't be done yet. And I'm like, no,
Exactly.
this is it. Like, we got to pack up. Like, we're out of here. Especially like house shows. Like, I love sitting in the audience and just watching everybody else perform.
Yeah.
Especially after playing, because it's just so
Exactly.
fun and the
And you're on
energy's
such a
so
high.
high. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like hanging, but
Same.
yeah.
Have you had a chance to play in house shows recently?
We did one with the Evil House
Cool.
for Halloween. It
Oh
was
my
very
god, that
fun.
must have been so much fun.
It was a
dude.
fun night. I was dressed like Jigsaw. I was having the time of my life.
Far out. Oh, Jigsaw from Saw.
Yeah.
God, those movies are so fucked up, dude.
I'm gonna
Like-
be for real. I haven't seen it.
Good. Don't. It'll scar you forever.
That's what I've heard. I was like, because Keegan and Zoe have like seen all of them. They're like, that's a fucked up movie. And I was like,
They're chill about it. Like it's fucked up.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Don't do it to yourself.
We haven't done anything since then, though. I don't think house show wise. I can't remember, but Corvallis house shows are very fun too. In
Okay.
Oregon,
Yeah.
it's like a little hidden spot. I feel like just because it's such a college town.
Well, you guys are about to go on tour, right?
Yeah, unfortunately not in Corvallis, but
Yeah.
we're kind of going to a couple new places that we've never played. We haven't played a venue in Salt Lake City. We've played a house show there,
Okay.
and I've never been to Denver, so I'm very excited to go to Denver
Hell
and
yeah.
scared. It's high altitude.
Yeah, it's nice. I've been once, and funny enough, it's like 300 days out of the year it's sunny there.
Okay.
But the one time I went for the long weekend I was there, it was like Seattle weather the whole time.
No.
Yeah.
I hope it's sunny because I need the sun right now.
Yeah.
It's been too. I guess with daylight savings time, it's been nice that the sun's out later, but I want the sun so bad.
Yeah, me too. It's crazy. Whenever, like, I was just in my room the other day playing piano and the sun was shining and it was warming my skin, and I was like,
Yeah.
I forgot what this was.
I
Like
know.
warmth on my skin from the sun.
I'm like, I finally know what it's like to be happy again. I'm like, and I didn't realize how much it had an effect on me. So I was like, damn. I'm like, I can be productive again.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, the seasonal depression is real, and it
Yeah.
fucking sucks. It's like I wake up and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah.
I just
that's-
want to lie here and I'll just stare out my window, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's like not today. Even like walking outside to do errands, I'm like, oh, I hate it. I'm so dramatic though. It was the Seattle weather and we have problems, but
Yeah. Yeah, the other day I did manage to get my ass out of bed and go to the grocery store. And what was funny is I actually ran into Julian at the grocery store. And I was like, what
Oh,
the fuck
sick.
are the odds of this, dude? Like, I had to leave my house, and it takes me like 10 minutes, takes you 5 minutes. So the time that you left your house and like we showed up here at the same time and we're friends, what the fuck? Like,
that's crazy. Do you live like pretty close to each other?
no, he lives in Eastlake and I'm in Fremont.
Oh, damn.
And we ran into each other at the Trader Joe's in the U District. At the same, we got there at the same
That's
time.
crazy.
It was so crazy. Yes, we ended up hanging out, like grabbed a beer, and we were talking about the Seattle music scene and like what we want and things like that. We definitely want to like travel and play more shows. Are you going on tour with like a specific band, or is it just you guys?
So we got 2 upcoming tours. The one in March, we're hitting Treefort first.
Cool.
Then back up to Seattle to play with a band called Wild Party, which you
Dude.
have played with.
Dude, I have, and I'm not gonna lie, I was bugging the shit out of Link as soon as I found out that they were playing in Seattle.
No
And then he
way.
was like, "Oh, sorry, Instant Crush is gonna open for us," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, I can't argue with that."
We opened for them one time in San Francisco randomly.
That's
and
pretty
I
cool.
was like pretty annoyed about getting that one.
Annoyed?
Annoying.
Why?
No. I just kept hitting. I emailed them
Oh,
like 3 or
oh,
4
gotcha.
times. I was like, can we please play this? I'm like, please. I want to play San Francisco so bad.
Hell
and they
yeah.
had us, which was sick.
Yeah,
They're
you guys
the
are a good pair
sweetest
together.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I love them so much. So yeah, we're playing with Wild Party for one date, and then we're playing with
Tractor
these
Tavern.
bands. Tractor Tavern.
In May
No, that one's
with Wild Party, right?
yeah, that one's in March.
Oh, it's in March.
March 24th.
Oh, okay, shit. Yeah, it's like 2 weeks away.
Oh god, that's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, the end of March is near.
And then we do 3 dates with this band called the Ghost Club and Fuller.
Okay.
Playing with both of them. But then the tour after that's with a band called Breakup Shoes and Strawberry Milk Cult. So we're going on a full run with them too.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
How'd
very
you swing
excited.
these tours?
Our agent pitched us for the Breakup Shoes one, and I know we had some mutual friends too, so that one ended up working pretty well. For Ghost Club and Fuller, they just hit us up over Instagram.
badass.
And we're like, would you want to open for any of these dates? And I was like, I'll open for everyone that we can. Whichever one's work scheduling wise, because we were already playing with Wild Party and had Tree Fort. So it was like, we'll do these ones. And
Okay.
it worked.
That's
So,
cool. Yeah, you
yeah.
got a busy couple months ahead of you, I guess.
Yeah, I've been a little bit stressed about it, but very excited. I enjoy traveling.
Dude, traveling and playing music and being with your friends is
Yeah.
like the most fun.
It's like the logistics stuff scares me sometimes just because we don't actually have a van. So like sometimes that's a little bit stressful. But aside from that, I'm like, it's so fun once we're actually out there.
On the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lead up that scares me.
Yeah, it can be kind of stressful. We went on our first tour, and it was just a tiny little sprint up and down the West Coast, and there was a lot of things that we learned that we could have done differently to like prepare for the tour. But yeah, once we got on the road, it was so much fun because those guys allow me to be like my most crazy self.
Yeah.
And when you meet people who empower you to do that, it's a very special thing,
It really is. And I'm just like so happy every day that I wake up and I'm like, I'm with my friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great. I'm like somewhere random, like some hotel an hour out of the city or something. I'm like in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, this is great. I'm like, this is what I love the most.
Hell yeah, it's adventure,
It is.
And you're seeing the world, and when life is coming at you so fast, there's just like such like a overload of information. I can understand how it can be overwhelming, but for me, it's like, dude, yes, it's like life is moving so fast that you almost like can't sit in it. You just have to like take things as they come, and then they go, and then you're just.
Yeah, it helps me stress out about it a lot less. It's like when I'm just like moving in a forward direction and like doing my things every day, it's like hard to sit back and appreciate it sometimes, which I've been trying to be better about doing.
Yeah.
Just be more mindful and like journaling and all that.
Do you
'Cause
smoke weed?
I do sometimes. Not as much anymore.
That helps me.
It used to help me, but I think now it's stressing me out, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I was like, aw.
Yeah,
I liked
that's the way it
it.
goes.
Not anymore, but
Pot is like my never-ending off and on again girlfriend.
on it, that's real because I was like on a 3-month sober string for a bit.
Hell yeah, good
And
for
then-
you.
Thank you.
I don't think I've
broke
ever
it.
been sober that long.
Then I was like, actually, I think maybe it is for me.
What, getting high?
No, so
Oh.
being sober.
Oh. The opposite.
The opposite, but yeah, it's been weird.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like a level of empowerment when you're sober because I don't know. I was just watching this video the other day and John Mayer was talking about it, how he used to be like a heavy alcoholic and then he
Yeah.
stopped and then it was like this heavy low for a long time, but then slowly he started to like build that bar up and was able to like achieve those highs again on his own that he used to get from like drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, I think I was using it as a crutch because I was just like I was bad at talking to people and it would make me more social. So
Oh yeah, dude.
That's like too real. I was like, I can't talk to anyone and I'm like, I want to be very outgoing and social.
Hmm. That is so real.
Yeah.
Like I'll smoke some pot and then I'm like, woo, like I'm alive.
I'm like, I could talk to people for hours on end. And then I was just like, I should practice just like being, I don't know, like I've been forcing myself to be more outgoing and just putting myself into more social situations.
Yeah.
Which has been weird, but good.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it.
It's that exposure therapy that you're
Yeah.
talking about. Something that I have been adopting the last few months is like if an opportunity comes around to do something, like if I get invited to something or like that, if I'm feeling not so about it, but there is like one part of me that's curious and I'm like, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to do either? Like, you're just going to go home and do nothing because it's like a Wednesday night or whatever. It's like, just go do it. And then you don't know what could come out of it,
Yeah. Like that's honestly probably the most fun nights that I've had have never been planned. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go out. Why
You just
not?
go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got invited to do speed dating last month for Valentine's
was
Day.
Was it the?
It was the crocodile one. Did you see that?
I did see like some posters for it around, and I was like, that looks sick.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've always wanted to do that. Let me just try it. And then there was still a part of me that was pulling away from that, saying like, no, don't do it. That's fucking dumb, or it's gonna be weird. Why do it? But I was like, fuck it. No, I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone, and I'm just gonna go show up and do this. I had zero expectations, and I ended up making some friends, and like they're really cool people. And we had like this crazy long night of like going to like all these different places, and it became a whole adventure. And I'm like, see, dude, like if you just like open your heart a little bit and like put yourself in those situations, it could end up being like one of the coolest nights or coolest things that you end up getting involved with,
Especially if it's like out of your comfort zone and just something different entirely. And, like,
Yeah. Fucking
scary,
speed dating.
but I'd do it, I've seen like all those cut casting things. I get those emails every once in a while, and I'm like,
What's that?
the cut videos on YouTube.
I'm not familiar.
They have like the craziest castings, and I'm like, that sounds scary, but I'm like, I'll throw myself out there. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. What is the cut? What is it?
They do different videos on YouTube where it's like the lineup videos, and they're like, out of these 10
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
like,
This sounds familiar.
yeah. Don't know fully how to describe it though.
Okay. I think I remember seeing one where I don't know if it was a date or some situation. There was like a red button or whatever. and
Yeah,
press
they do like the
button.
truth or drink stuff.
Oh,
too.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think I
like-
saw a friend that did that actually.
They're based in Ballard.
Oh, okay, sick.
Yeah.
All right, well that's dope.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Put yourself out there. You know, get uncomfortable, see what happens. It could be really fun if you just get high and go in public. You know,
Yeah, just like see what happens. You know,
Yeah.
it could be fun time.
dude. Have you ever gone to the Trading Musician?
Yes, in University District
Yeah.
area. Yes, super sick there.
Did you hear that they're closing?
No?
Yeah, isn't that a bummer?
When are they closing?
I think at the end of March or something like that. Yeah.
I should go again before they close fully. That sucks.
It's
I
a
really liked
bummer.
it there.
Yeah, me too. Like good vibe. Everyone there was really nice. It was cool that you had somewhere you could take your gear that you didn't
Mhm.
want anymore and like get stored credit or something like that.
Damn, that sucks.
It does suck. It's weird. You go in there and it's starting to like empty out with like their inventory and it's just sad because they used to have like they just have like the most random stuff and like all these
Yeah.
different things you could look at and check out. So yeah, kind of a bummer.
Damn. That sucks actually.
Yeah. Where do you go for your music gear?
I don't buy much gear.
Okay.
In all honesty, guitar playing has been like something new to me, so I've kind of just been shopping used pedals that I find online via
Yeah.
Reverb. If anything, I'm like, I just gotta get some new pedals. We'll see what happens.
For
But
sure.
Reverb, because I like to get used stuff and like find the best deal a lot of the time. Sometimes Sweetwater.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been looking at trying to get a new wireless system, and I was looking at Amazon.
Yeah.
But I'm broke, man. and,
Dude,
like,
no, the
Amazon's
wireless
cheap
ones
shit.
are just expensive as fuck.
Yeah, you know. We're playing Tractor Tavern on Wednesday, and I'm like, okay,
Oh,
I
fuck
need.
yeah.
I lost like one of the pieces for my wireless systems, and I have to get a new one. And maybe I'll just go to Guitar Center and
Yeah.
return it right after I use it.
No, how do people do that?
Yeah,
Like,
dude, I've
dude,
heard people like funding their tours that way with gear.
Mhm.
Like they'll just max out a credit card and get a bunch of badass gear for their tour, and then at the end of the tour, just return it all.
Yeah, and then you can just, because wherever it ends, you can just return it at whatever Guitar Center it is.
Exactly.
I've never done it, but I was like, this is pretty smart.
Mhm. Yeah, there's some clever people out there.
Yeah.
Oh, your Spotify. I'm so curious because your numbers are like crazy good, right? Like you guys have a good following. Like all of your songs have a lot of plays. I'm just curious, like what has helped you guys get your music out there on the streaming?
Honestly, so we got a couple Spotify playlists with one of our more recent singles, Redemption Arc.
Okay.
I have no idea how we got those, to be honest. We sent in the Spotify pitch kind of early.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, for some reason, we got All New Rock and the Fresh Vines Rock. I wish I knew.
hmm
Um,
But that's just the thing, like, cause
Yeah.
that's what we did too. We gave it like 6 weeks for this song that's gonna come out on the 29th. How
Mhm.
much time did you give your single?
with the one that did get on playlist, I think we gave it 4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's also probably because it's just a good fucking song, man. You
Thank
know?
you. I know with one of our earlier singles, I think it was like pitched directly to like a specific person who no longer works there. But that was like our very first single a long time ago.
Gotcha.
But I know that did pretty well. But for this one, I don't know. Our most recent single didn't get anything, but we just did the same thing. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hit or miss. Spotify's
It's-
weird.
It's a fucking lottery system, is what
Dude,
I've
it
been
really
saying.
is.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I know we've done discovery mode on Spotify too.
What's
I
that?
don't know. It like gives Spotify more of your streaming money, but it'll push it onto Discover Weekly more. So every once in a while, I don't think we did any this month, but we'll like throw a song or two on there. We're
Okay.
like, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe something fun, but it's a lottery system. I wish I knew.
It is. Yeah, it's weird.
Spotify's weird.
Well, now that you have like this collection of songs, and I know that you're saying like they don't all necessarily flow together because you guys have kind of been figuring yourselves out on how you write music together. But do you have any interest or plans to like print it on a physical form?
Yeah, we have an album that should be coming out in August if everything stays to its timeline. Our past 2 singles are going to be on that album. And then, yeah, we're printing vinyl for it.
Fuck yeah.
I'm very excited about it. But that's kind of where it's all going right now. We have another single coming out next month if it all gets submitted on time. So
Gotcha.
don't quote me on that next month. Maybe it'll be May.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get another one out next month. And we're just, I think 3 more and then album.
Okay.
Yes.
Badass.
I'm very excited.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah. We're just going to release like 7 singles over the year. And
Heck yeah.
then we have like 6 other songs that we really want to record. But I don't know, it's so tricky because for me, you know, like you want to try to figure out like how can I get these songs like out to people and grow our audience or whatever.
Yeah.
So like releasing them one at a time is like the strategy that we're gonna do.
I feel like one at a time is the best way because that's how you get the most like shots at getting on like playlists.
A playlist or something. Yeah.
Because you can only
exactly.
pitch one thing at a time, anyways. Like if you put out a whole album, it kind of sucks because you
Yeah.
can't like pitch all those songs that are on it.
But you want, it's gonna be tough because like I listen to these songs and I'm like, I want people to hear them now. You
I know. Like some of this stuff that's coming out, we've had recorded for like over 2 years at this point.
Damn. Wow, that takes some discipline.
It's been hard.
My friend Dylan, they recorded their album like this time last year, and it's coming out I think in like April or something like that.
I'm jealous.
It's impressive, you know, like to be able to. But I think that's one thing that I've chosen to adopt is to like try to be more patient in this process of trying to build a career in the music industry. Is like you need to start thinking in terms of years.
Yeah.
You know, so instead of being like. I remember, dude, I used to like ask a venue for a show and like we can give you one like 3 or 4 months from now, and I'm like, forget it, dude. That's like never.
Okay, I've been like that too, and I'm like trying to book headliner or like a bill that we're making specifically. I'm like, oh, in 3 to 4 months, I'm like,
It doesn't even make
No,
sense, right? Like that doesn't
that's not
exist.
for
I'm not.
me.
I'm not gonna get there. That doesn't
Nah.
make sense. Thank you, Max.
like, what about 2 months? I'm like, I'd be ready, but
Yeah. But we also have the park, so that's kind of our like ace up our sleeve, you know?
yeah,
Is-
I've seen you guys do that all the time on Instagram, and that looks so sick.
It's fun. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
guys ever want to do it, we'll make it happen.
Fuck yeah, that'd be so fun.
It's a good time because you're just out in the world and
Yeah.
you play music for people that probably would never have heard you before,
Yeah.
right? Because they're not seeking it out; they just like stumble upon it. You know, it's a really special time, and I want to get more people out there. You do have to be kind of crazy
Yeah.
to, to like just set up in a park and then just like send it and see if people will like if you can get people's attention or whatever. But yeah, it's really fun, and yeah, we threw a festival last August as like our tour kickoff at Woodland Park,
Oh my gosh.
and we had 5 other bands. And I remember it was kind of an accident because I asked too many people. And then they all said yes, and I was like, fuck it. And then the other guys were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, guys, just fucking trust me, will you?
That's so sick though. How was that?
It was fun. Yeah, like people showed up. We were all just like dancing. Have you ever been to Woodland Park before?
Not in a very long time.
Well, it's a beautiful park with like these big trees, and it's kind of amazing that it's even in the city. But yeah, people were dancing, and they brought like picnic blankets, and everyone was hanging out, and we were like kicking the soccer ball, and it was like such good vibes. I definitely want to do it again, but I'd love to do it in a place like Cal Anderson where there's like a lot of foot
Yeah.
traffic and a ton of people coming through.
Yeah.
So definitely in the summer, I'll probably try to hit you guys up
Fuck
about it
yeah.
if you're
No,
into
that
it.
sounds so fun. The park shows always look so exciting, and the bridge ones too. I
Oh,
always see the
yeah.
bridge stuff, and I'm like, I wish we were cool enough for the bridge.
Yeah, I don't think we're hardcore enough.
No, I
Yeah.
like we definitely aren't. Like, but it looks so cool.
It does look cool. Yeah, all those kids breathing in asbestos.
Yeah, like I wish that was me.
I've been to a couple Under the Bridge shows. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's fun. I don't know. I guess they literally, they just go set up with the generator and just do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Every time I'm like, wow, that looks fun.
It's pretty freaking rock and roll.
Yeah.
So who'd you grow up listening to? Who are some of the people that you really like?
I listened to a lot of the Killers, Paramore,
yes.
Fallout Boy. Trying to think of who else. A lot of Warped Tour bands. I was
Okay.
like very much a pop punk Warped Tour kid growing
Sweet.
up. I like Say the Killers because that's what my mom raised me on, and that's more of like closely what I listen to now. Kind of grew out of the whole Warped Tour thing, but yeah, a lot of indie, a lot of alt.
Dude, the Killers are amazing. That
They're
album
so
Hot
good.
Fuzz.
It's so good. I was listening to somebody told me on the way here, and I'm like, to make a song that good,
It's so
would be
good.
Crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, do you ever listen to a song and you're just like, man, they must have been like pissing themselves when they were making this,
Right,
you know?
because like that dance bass line on that song is so good. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
if I wrote that, I would never shut up about it.
Just like losing your mind as like you're making the song, you
Yeah.
know, and then the album's God, dude, that album is so special. It came out 20 years ago, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
Yeah.
remember that was like one of the songs, Mr. Brightside. I
Oh.
was like 2 or 3, and my mom was like, you were just singing along to that all the time. And I was like, it's a crazy song for me to sing along to.
Mine
But
was
respect.
what's it called? All These Things That I've Done.
Oh,
remember
yeah.
my dad would drive me to school, and I'd jump in the car and just go straight to track number 5. I didn't even know what it was called, but I just get in the car and I just like hit the thing and go
You're
straight
like,
to the
I've got
song.
a soul, but
I'm not a soldier.
it's so good. And that whole album's like so incredible. And I think the visual aspect to it was really good too. We were watching some of their old music videos the other day.
Yeah.
They were just top tier band, The Killers.
Oh, they still are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. And like what they were doing at that time too with like the synth
Mhm.
pop. Because I feel like synth pop didn't really blow up until like 2010 when Phoenix came out with their
Yeah.
album, and then Tame Impala, and then that shit just took off. But I feel like, yeah, maybe the Killers were a little bit ahead of their time where it was a little weird, but then
Yeah.
it was like the disco dance and rock all at once, you know?
Yeah, I feel like a band that have you ever listened to the Panic at the Disco Vices and Virtues album at all?
I never got
Wrong
past.
album. My bad. Too weird. Whatever that one is. I can't remember the name. But they had a couple songs on there that definitely sounded like The Killers.
Really?
Yeah,
I can
which
totally
is so
see
incredible.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't see it coming. I was like, this kind of bangs. I'm like, this is the closest thing that I've found to somebody told me.
Dude, yeah, it's funny that you say that because I was literally listening to that song the other day. And
Mhm.
if I'm being honest, my relationship with that song, I got burned out on it because they played that on the radio so much.
yeah.
And that became like, that one I think was even bigger than Mr. Brightside. So I was really burned out on it. But the other day it came on one of my playlists, and I just sat there and listened to it like intentionally. And I was like, fuck, this song is awesome, dude.
It's so good. That used to be one of our touring albums last summer. I had like my go-to albums where I had downloaded, so you know when the service is gone,
Yeah.
it'd be something I threw on. That whole Hot Fuss album was one of mine. I was like,
Ah,
we lost service. It's time.
that song Midnight Show, that bass line.
Yeah. I'm sure like the rest of the band hates it because
No,
I've played
no.
it for them so many times, just that whole album all the way through, but
Dude, that
whatever.
that album has my heart like in full. I fucking love it so much. I can never get over it. It's also one of my road trip albums.
Yeah.
Whenever I was in college and I would like drive home and then drive back, it was like a 4 or 6 hour drive, something like that.
Mhm.
Would always play that album like front to back.
Where
Still
did you
do.
grow up then if it was like 4 or 6?
Well, that time of my life, I was living in Florida for a couple years. My parents were in South Florida, and I was going to school in Tallahassee.
Mhm.
So it was like a 6 hour drive, and I remember, yeah, just over the 2 years I was going to school, just like making that drive and
Yeah.
always playing the Killers. A couple of Foo Fighters albums too.
Yeah, the Foo Fighters are also very incredible.
Oh, definitely. I fell off the Foo Fighters after Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace.
Mhm.
Their album In Your Honor I really like, and that's about it for me on the Foo Fighters. But yeah, the Killers, Hot Fuss. God, I hope one day that I create a piece of art of music that has this kind of impact on a kid like it's had on me. You know?
Right? Like that album's just so incredible and it's impacted so many people. I'm like, just to do anything at all like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, please.
So seeing where you are now, like in your career, like you guys, I think y'all are doing very well, and your music
you.
is really good, and I think you have a very bright future, and I believe in you guys.
Thank you.
Where, like, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to ask is, where do you want this to go, and where do you see it going? I guess.
I would just love to tour full time.
Yeah.
I thinking about it. I would love to write with other people more too. I think in a lot of writing stuff that I've done, I collaborated with a lot of different people. So I think to be that for somebody else would be fun.
Okay, cool.
To get back into the production realm, I think would be really fun.
Like you want to help people produce their music?
I think that'd be neat.
That'd be
But
fucking sick.
at the time, like at this moment, I don't have the sources or like time to be able to do so. So to get at a point where I can like do both, that'd be lovely. Like
Yeah.
that's just my whole life. I'd love that. But yeah, a lot more touring. I love touring, so I just want to do that as much as possible, I think.
And you feel like everybody in your band is kind of on that same wavelength?
For the most part, yeah.
That's cool.
I think they have more work commitments than I do.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah, gotta have a job.
yeah,
Fucking sucks. But if
It
they can figure
does.
out like remote jobs and then they can just work while they're on the road.
that's what most of them do, with the exception of me. Just because I do like a lot of more businessy stuff for the band, it takes up more of my time, I
Yeah.
think. But
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. But
Yeah.
dude, I lose the bandwidth, you know?
yeah.
Because it can just be so you send emails out and you don't get replies, and you bug people and you don't get replies, and then but yeah, you really have to be tenacious and just like
Yeah.
keep after it.
It sucks sometimes where I'm just like, I'm so burnt out. It's just like rejection after rejection. Like you just gotta build up the tolerance, which sucks, but
Yeah.
it's a good skill.
Do you think you could ever see yourself signing to a label?
I would love to. There's so many cool, like, smaller independent labels. I would love to be a part of that. We recently signed a distribution deal with Share It Music in Seattle. That's super cool.
Are they the one that's like a subsidiary of Sub Pop? Okay, cool. Yeah, they did Spirit Awards release, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So same group there. I love Spirit Award. They work with this band called Bloods too that are very cool. So we just recently signed that. So that's kind of been our first, I guess, venture into that. And everybody who runs it, Kale is incredible, and everybody he works with. So, but yeah, I would love to sign to a label.
What goes into the distribution deal?
I guess it's just more of a split of masters as opposed to, and it would be distributed instead of like DistroKid or like a independent thing.
Yeah.
It'd be going through Sub Pop as opposed to whatever. We were using Vidya before, but
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we use DistroKid.
Yeah.
It was just like whatever.
it's easy. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's dope. What about your album art? I like all the album art that you've come up with. Is that you? Is it like a collaborative?
Me and Zoe work on it a lot,
You and Zoe?
actually. I like roughly give her a sketch, and I'm like, that'd be sick if it looked like this. And then she just does that, but like better.
Oh, wow.
Send her the most busted sketches. I'm like, could you make this, but like cool? And she always does. That's what we've done for the past 2 or 3. And it's been working really well. Everything before that was just shit that I did.
Okay,
Like,
cool. Well, I like the balloon one.
thank you.
Yeah.
That was when I was still doing stuff more solo, and I just like, it was really cool. I took the photo and then like painted glitter all over it and rescanned it in,
Oh, gotcha.
which is kind of fun.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much fun just to be creative and like fulfill ourselves, like just making
Yeah.
things. You know, it's a good time. Even just
I
like
love it.
doodling on napkins or some shit like that.
Yeah. I feel like I always have to have so many artistic ventures at one point. I'm like, if I get burnt out on one, I'm like, I'll do something else. I'm like, I'll paint or draw something.
Hell yeah. What instruments do you play?
I play guitar. I roughly know piano, like enough to produce. I do play ukulele a little.
Okay, nice, fun stuff.
Bass. I know my scales. I did take the lessons for that one, but I'm not great.
I feel like
at all.
bass is like one of the.
Yeah.
In my opinion, bass is the most important instrument in the band.
It is. Bass and drums, like, they got that rhythm locked in. And
Yeah.
that's my favorite kind of music, is when it's like based around that. Based around the bass.
I feel like that's what gets you dancing.
Yeah.
And yeah, good rhythm section. Everything else can kind of do whatever it wants. Vocals
Yeah.
are important too, but the melodies you come up with are really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your songwriting process like?
I feel like I write like an insane person sometimes, because I
Cool.
feel like I'm just sitting and then like all of a sudden it's just like all there to me, which granted I gotta push for it sometimes, but it's like I'll just be chilling there and I'm like, I have the whole chorus right here in my head, and then it's just there, which is lovely when that happens. Sometimes it doesn't though, and I write it on guitar and then I translate whatever guitar lead I write into a vocal part.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it's one of those two. One, it's already there. That's my favorite method.
Yeah, when it just
This one
happens.
is very easy, but sometimes starting with guitar is cool too.
Yeah, I just wrote this piano song the other day, and then I'm just like sitting here with the microphone trying to figure out what vocal thing I want to do. Because the tricky thing about vocals is you gotta really like want or believe whatever you're singing and saying. You know, at least for me, it's hard to like half-ass the vocals because then I'm just disappointed.
That's why I always start like usually with melody and lyrics as opposed to anything else. Melody first, which is why I do like a lot of guitar leads, and then I'm like, okay, that's a melody, and then I'll write everything else around that.
Yeah.
But that's normally how it starts. Is I feel like that's the best part of a song, is when it's like catchy and you can sing along to it.
Oh,
Especially because I love pop
100%.
music. It's like
Yeah, dude, pop music is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
So
there's a reason why millions of people listen to it. you know?
yeah, it's like, even if it's not like commercial pop music, like most of everybody's favorite songs are like pop music in a way. It's just popular. Like,
Do you like No Vacation?
I haven't actually listened to them,
Oh,
but
you
my
should.
bandmates do, and they love them.
Yeah. Yeah, you should check them out because there's little inflections in your voice that remind me of the singer from No Vacation.
Interesting. I'll have
Yeah.
to give them a listen.
And then
Didn't
you
they-
guys should like link up and play shows together.
That's always the dream. Every time I'm like, I wish I could play a show with them. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Wild Party was a big one.
Yeah. Like you said, they're all good dudes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, I'll try to make it to that show.
Fuck yeah.
It'll be fun. Do you have like any other big artists that you really want to go on tour with?
Right now, I've been a big fan of this band called Friday Pilots Club. I think they're incredible. Would love
Okay.
to go on tour with them. I love this band called Water Parks too.
Have you ever been to a water park?
I haven't actually.
Because they don't have them up here.
No, they don't. I don't think I actually have been to a water park. Now that you bring it up, love the band Water Parks. Saw them in Seattle and Portland this last tour. Never been to a water park.
They were so much fun as a kid, and then when you grow up as an adult, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I saw like a photo of a meal one time, and it was like, "This is what America's come to," and it's like a Capri Sun and a pretzel and like Doritos, and somebody was like, "Did you get that at a water park?"
Yeah,
And then they're like, "Yeah." I'm like,
you know it.
fuck yeah, a water park.
Fucking
meal.
America, just wasting water.
I actually have been to the Great Wolf Lodge though.
What's that?
It's an indoor water park
Whoa,
that's like south of Olympia.
sounds humid.
Yeah, it is. I've been trying to get my bandmates to go back. I was like, what if
Oh,
we just
hell
like
yeah.
went for fun?
Just shoot a
One-
music video.
right? That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
it'd be so much fun. Do you have a dream music video?
I've been writing a lot of music videos lately because for our previous single, we like did it all ourselves, and we were like, this would be kind of fun. It was weird because we just like shot it ourselves too, and
Yeah.
we shot a lot of performance stuff. So we would angle it so. Let's say I'm here filming it, and then they just be like surrounding me, so it looks like there's one camera person in the middle here, and we did a bunch of shots like that. So ever since that, I've just been writing a bunch of insane person music videos.
Cool.
I want to make something very 80s campy, serial killery.
Okay, that sounds fun.
I think it'd be so
This
fun.
is an area for it,
Yeah.
like a cabin in the woods or something like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be so fun. So for our next single, I kind of wrote something out like that. So
Okay.
I've been piecing it together. So we'll see if we can actually accomplish it or not. We're still trying to do the fully DIY thing, but
So do you write like a script?
yeah,
No
I
way.
go through a shot list and I'm like, we're gonna do this here, and then I ended up editing and like coloring and piecing together our last music video too. So I like have my whole shot list, and I was like, we're gonna do this, which I've never done before. It was scary, but it was fun.
Dude, you're a total badass.
Thank
Just
you.
like doing all this stuff for your band, shooting the music videos, writing the songs.
I try so hard. I'm like, whatever I feel like
Man,
we're
I got
lacking.
so far, but in the end, it doesn't matter. It does matter.
It does. And I just try to fill all the gaps that I feel like are missing. So like now I don't have to worry about booking because we have somebody who books for us. So now that I don't do that, I'm like, okay, what else can I do? So I've been doing like PR and radio college stuff.
Podcast.
Yeah. I've been reaching out to like a lot of college radios and just trying to get radio play. That's been my new thing.
Hell yeah.
That and music videos. I was like, I can try and do this. Why not?
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, the college radio thing is a good idea. Target that younger audience to grow with your music, you know?
Yeah.
Come out to the shows. You're talking about all ages shows. Like, yeah, it is kind of difficult to play all ages shows here, you know?
Yeah, and I didn't realize it until I was looking at our calendar and I was like, damn, we are not playing many all ages shows.
Mhm.
And I think it's like mostly a Seattle Portland thing. They have stricter
Really?
laws here, which I just recently learned. Because I guess in like Arizona and California, it's much easier and the venue laws aren't as strict. Like I've been to shows in LA and like the bar and everything else is just all open.
Yeah.
And it's an all ages show. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Washington is kind of fucking that up.
Yeah, like the bar is separate. So I don't know.
Well, in Texas, like it was just 18 up at bars.
Yeah.
Or if it was a venue, you know? So it's like, and it's not that hard to like manage because if you come in and you're 18, then you just get X's.
Yeah.
Right? Or if you're over 21, then you get a wristband and then the 18-year-olds don't. So it's not really easy to manage. You like bartenders just look at someone and you can, when you're like a bartender
tell.
and there's like people who are like in their 30s and like 19-year-olds, like you can tell who's who, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, they're really fucking it up here. But Cafe Racer is all
Yes.
ages. So I don't know. It'd be cool to have you guys here at some point.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that'd be incredible.
yeah, they're kind of working on trying to get their like local programming going again as they're like in the stages of recovery,
Yes.
you know?
Mhm.
But yeah, so Cafe Racer is an option. Have you ever played Vera Project?
I have played Vera Project. Vera Project's also very great. I love Madame Lou's. They're kind of like half and half,
Oh,
whether
really?
or not it's all ages or over 21. But Madame Lou's is great for all ages shows.
I forgot. Yeah, because they can just block off the bar. Yeah.
The one that we're playing there soon, in April, isn't all ages, unfortunately, but they
Okay.
do have quite a few bills. I think most of the ones that we've played there have been all ages.
Sweet.
I'm trying to think of where else. There's one other super cool all ages venue here, I think.
Have you heard of Base Camp in Belltown?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Base Camp is like this place where they host like artist residencies in the sense like of like illustrators and painters and stuff like that, sculpturists. But then downstairs they have this like massive space with a stage and like a big bar. And they just got open like a year ago, and I think they've done a couple shows here and there, but mostly like for like the Thursday art walk, like the Belltown art walk. You can go there and kind of check it out. But that's a spot that has potential to like do more all ages stuff.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Neptune, I guess aside from all the shows that like the Nook and Evil House are doing there,
Yeah.
it's not as accessible to local musicians, but that's a great all ages venue to just go to.
The house shows?
The Neptune.
The Neptune, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to the Neptune. They're doing another show.
Yes. No, they're so incredible. And I think both the bill that the Nook has going there and the Evil House one in May,
Yeah, I saw that.
both incredible. They're
Really
doing great things for the
incredible.
local scene.
It's kind of it's crazy what's happening here, I
Yeah.
think, like in Seattle. It's
No,
really cool.
I feel like even just in the past year, like the local scene's so incredible, and it feels like every day I find a new local artist that I love, and I'm like, they're so great and talented here.
Mhm.
Everything's so great.
It's kind of crazy like how many bands there are, how much talent there is, you know? Because I've only been in the scene, well, I guess we've been in the scene for the same time, just over 2 years or so, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like every day. Well, for me, not every day, but a lot of the time, there's just like new bands just popping up, and I'm like, holy shit! Oh my god, where are all you guys coming from? Like, it's crazy, all the things that are happening all the time that you are either aware of or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm proud of Seattle and where it's headed.
Me too. And it's like I find so many different incredible people all the time. I'm
Mhm.
just like there's so many great places to record and people to work with, and I'm just so happy that it's like a thriving place to grow as an artist and play music.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
lucky that there's all these awesome venues and places to kind of foster
Yeah.
the growth. Like Cafe Racer, for instance. This was, I say, so like our first show
Mhm.
was the one that we did together at Pink Castle.
Yeah.
But Cafe Racer that we did like a few months after that was our first like venue show, and that was a lot of fun. And it was really cool that they gave us a chance because we were like nobody.
Yeah.
And
I think our first one was at the Funhouse.
Funhouse.
Connected to El Corazon, which is
Yeah.
also like cool place.
Mhm.
They do a lot of all ages bills.
right, yeah, I've seen you guys play a lot of shows there, but I
Yeah.
haven't made it out to one.
It's not as accessible as a location, I guess.
Yeah,
This is close to the light rail, which is nice.
right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll try to check out a show there at some point and try to
Yeah.
get some stuff booked. Man, it's so crazy. There's always something to do,
Yeah.
Book shows, write songs. Wait, how have you guys been recording your music?
So it depends on the song. I did a lot of traveling to LA because we used to work with somebody who lived down there,
Okay.
and I would go like write and do sessions down there for a bit.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I got set up with a lot. But we've kind of shifted. So there's a producer that I really like in LA who's been doing our more recent stuff. His name's Drew Polovic, and we've just been doing Zoom sessions.
Okay, far out.
And we work with our friend Hector, who lives in Ballard. He has a company called Mestizo Audio.
Okay.
So we've just been setting up a Zoom camera with our producer and record it in Seattle, shoot it off to him like through this plugin called Audio Movers. So we're just like transferring files back and forth and working remotely with somebody in LA,
Okay.
which
Cool.
is fun. It's like a weird way to do it, but it's fun.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool that like you can like be connected to people making music here,
Mhm.
right? With your friend Hector, but then also work with somebody that without that technology you wouldn't have any chance to work with.
Yeah, especially because it's just like not realistic for me to travel like that much.
Not yet.
Not yet. You know, one day I'll go back to LA, but it's just nice to be able to have that in like the age of the internet.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay, let me throw a scenario at
Yes.
you. Let's say that you're in a position where like you are touring a certain amount of time out of the year. You don't have to have a job. What are you doing whenever you're not touring? What do you think you do with your downtime?
With my downtime, probably visual art in any shape or form. I do love drawing and painting a lot as of lately. But also I would love to get more into video production. I did really like working on the music video that we did as a band, so I'd love to kind of take that on fully. But also, I don't know, music production. I'd love to get back into it.
Music
I don't do it
production.
anymore. I do it for like our demos and all that, but
Yeah. So you kind of miss that a little bit.
a little. It's nice because I realize where I'm at. And I'm like, I can pass this off to somebody else and it can be so much cooler. But I would love to get to that level to where I don't have to pass it off to somebody else and I can fully like execute the idea on
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I relate to that.
Yeah. I'd love to keep it as like self-contained as possible. But I also love working with other people. So it's kind of like a weird thing.
It is weird, yeah. Like we've been working with this producer. His name is Larson Hackenstad, and there's been a big growing pain on my end to just kind of like let go of these songs that we brought into the studio and allow them to just turn into something completely different. And it's interesting because it's kind of what we were talking about earlier, like getting out of your comfort zone because you have to let go of the song, but then once you see what it becomes, you're like, there's no way it would have became this if I like held a tighter grip on it. But I also hear what you're saying too, like keeping things more streamlined and like there's something about being a visionary or like especially when you're driven by passion, it's like it's very fulfilling and there's like this itch that we have to scratch from like when we have this vision, we really want to see it through and how we've conceptualized it, you know?
And I think that's really cool. Like I said, it is nice to pass it off to other people, but to get to a point where like one day I can have it fully like 100% be exactly what I see in my head.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's a cool thing to shoot for.
Yeah.
And you never know. And working with those people that you're talking about will probably help you get there because I'm sure you're learning a lot of things with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Megan, it's been a blast having you on the podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Like I was saying, I am so excited to see where you guys go because I think back to whenever we played at the Pink Castle and I was so floored by you guys and I was so intimidated to play after you. But yeah, I don't know. It's been cool to get to chat with you and see that you're the mastermind behind Instant Crush. And you guys obviously have a very bright future and I love to see that y'all are doing it. And the success that I see you guys have makes me like proud that I am a Seattle musician myself.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot. And I just love being in the music scene alongside musicians like Balcony Bridge and everyone else. It's just so incredible.
It is. It's something special. There really is like a movement happening, I think, in this town. Because when I lived in Austin a few years ago, it was like saturated and things were happening. But I don't know. I feel like things over here are happening at a different level. Maybe because it's after the pandemic, people really are intentional about what they're doing and they're really going after it, you know? And I think all of us would love it if we could afford to live our lives without working a job and we're just artists, you know?
That'd be lovely. That's the dream.
So you inspire me because I know you're doing the work and you're making it happen and the music you're producing is fucking awesome.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to see y'all's next show. Is that Madame Lou's?
Our next show is the one at Tractor Tavern on March 24th.
With Wild Party.
Yes.
Also really cool dudes.
Yes.
And then after that, it's Madame Lou's?
Madame Lou's on April 28th with Breakup Shoes.
28th with Breakup Shoes. Okay. Be on the lookout, guys. Megan and her crew and Insta Crush are on a mission.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.